Oh my goodness. One of the best times of my life. Yes.
So what
Yeah.
do you like best about Punta Cana?
Um, one of the powwows after the meetings. Well, you know how you huddle together at the poolside and then just listening to all the leaders share their secrets about how to build this business. That to me was very special. I got to learn a lot because you get to ask questions. And everybody's more than willing to share how they build their business, the secrets on how to do this, and that I appreciate a lot. Okay, besides the food, my goodness, because everything is all you can eat, right? Besides the food, that's what I enjoy the most.
So the information we were getting at those late night conversations by the pool had to be amazing, right? That information had to be incredible because we were all sitting there, we were getting eaten up by mosquitoes, but we sat there the
Exactly,
whole time just listening, and we just put up with it, right?
exactly. I just put up with it, and I came home with a lot of scabs.
Yeah. So I mean, there's certain things that you'll endure because of the quality of the content. And that was it. I mean, sitting there asking Jeff Levitan questions, getting to talk and pick each other's brains, that was a powerful moment. So that was like the first time you and I really got to hang out, you know,
Absolutely, thank you.
and then and then we obviously see each other on all the Zoom calls. But yeah, we're you guys are probably going to see a lot of Mike and Mark, because they are great people, and I think there's power in collaboration. There's definitely power in collaboration. Um, I am a competitive person by nature, but I'm not combative, right? I think if we're competitive, like Mike's team and our team, if we're all competing, okay, but we're still friendly, we all win, right? We all
Absolutely.
win because we're going to raise each other's game. But I asked Mike to come on and do this call because I want you guys to hear from them because they are some of the best builders and recruiters in this business, right? Not just Advantage, but in their history, they've been some of the best builders and recruiters, and they've got a lot of experience. And I want you guys to, make sure you take like copious notes tonight, pay close attention to everything he has to say, because I will tell you, Mike doesn't share all of these secrets with everybody, So you guys should feel special. You guys should feel really special tonight that he's going to share some of this stuff with you because he won't share this with anybody else, you know? So you should feel very honored, very privileged. I love it because he's a great family man. I watch him and Mark work together, and it's incredible, right? It's kind of like how Cindy and I work together. He has his strengths, she has her strengths, and they both rely on each other to complement each other and make their business successful. And that's the way it should be, right? Because we can't be everything to all people. You guys know Cindy is like incredibly talented at so many things that like my ADD would kick in and there's no way I'd get it done. So she gets a lot of stuff done that I may not be that great at. But you know what I do like to do? I like to go out and recruit. I like to build. I like to train and do all of that. But as soon as you ask me anything technical, you ask me anything administrative, my brain just shuts off, right? So you guys know. Like Alina, what do I say when people ask me technical questions?
Oh yeah, that's not your game.
I was like, you got to call Cindy or Manal, right? Cindy
Yes,
or
call
Manal, that's your
Cindy.
source. So, I mean, I am like super privileged to have Mike here tonight to share this information with you guys. So, again, make sure you guys pay close attention to everything he says. He's going to give you some game changing advice. All right. We just listed all those names of everybody running for MD right now, qualified MD. He's going to give you the secrets to building and recruiting right now that, Mike, close your ears for a minute. Close your ears so that we promote the most MDs by September and we dominate MD Academy. All right, we're gonna dominate MD Academy. So without any further ado, man, my good friend, amazing trainer, amazing leader, great person, Mike Santana.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. David Henning. Okay. As much as grateful as you are, I am equally as grateful as I am to be a part of your team for today, to share some secrets, just like you said, to improve our skills as a team together. Um, You and I are a lot alike, David. Pat, can you please unmute yourself? This is one of my guys in my team, right? Patrick Carosi, can you please unmute yourself if you're there? Maria, you're the one of
Yeah,
the
go
top.
ahead, Mike.
Okay, so let's talk to Patrick. Patrick is the number 3 top recruiter inside my team. Maria Christopoulos is the number 1 top recruiter inside all of Vantage Financial Alliance, right? So they stay close to me because I'm the one that stays close to them in terms of recruiting because I want them to be number 1 all the time, right? Because I'm just as competitive as you guys are. So Patrick, whenever you have questions about technical stuff like the policies, what do I say?
What do you say?
Yes.
You got this.
No, it's a marked question.
Oh, yes, absolutely. You stay in your lane.
Just like Mr. David Henning, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
The
so
product,
now,
the product queen.
absolutely. Now, guys, I'm not here. I'm gonna give you guys a lot of numbers. It's not to brag, okay? It's to inspire all of you, because bragging to me is eating steak in front of somebody, waving your steak around and not sharing. That to me is bragging, okay? But if I'm gonna share you some numbers and I'm willing to share with you how I got that, that's to me that's not bragging, that's sharing. Okay? Can we all agree to that, please? Okay? And at the same time, there's a lot of best practices that we actually do in terms of recruiting. If you like it, take it. If you don't like it, it's okay. Put it aside. Okay, maybe you can learn it later, right? I'm just here to give the promise that I did to David that I'm going to do my best in terms of what we did to recruit 2,300 people in my previous company. All right. To date, right now, let me just share something with you guys. Um, can you guys see my screen? All right. I don't know how many people we've recruited so far since the time that we've been here, but here's our total so far. 376 in 5 months. 376 in 5 months, you guys. And I'm going to share with you exactly our system. Okay? Because here's what gets me frustrated the most, right? Have you guys ever been to a seminar where the speaker of the day motivates everybody, but when you go home, you have learned nothing about strategies on how to do your business? Don't quit, don't quit, don't quit. But that's the training, don't quit. It's a rah-rah inspiration type of seminar, right? So today, I'm going to avoid not to do that to you guys. I'm going to give you exactly what needs to be done in order for you to get that many recruits in your organization, right? I'm not the person that will rah-rah you to death, but not give you the how-tos, because I'm the how-to guy. Okay? I move systematically when it comes to recruiting because I don't want to leave Chrissy, which is one of the newest members in my team, not knowing what to do, right? So Chrissy, you were having some issues about yourself when it comes to writing your 25 names list, and we talked about that, right?
Right.
Can you please share your experience? What gave you the courage to actually finally get it done and write it down?
So I think it's kind of that thought process of what are people gonna say? What are they gonna think when I start reaching out to them? But honestly, I think like I had a training with Mart, and she just like kind of just made it real easy to say, hey, who can you reach out to? Who do you know? I know you have a contact list, and just kind of made it where it was like, it didn't seem so scary, and in the same with you, like giving that concept of like, hey, you're just helping me out by listening to me and learning. So when I was able to put that aside of how scary it seemed to be, and not expecting anything back in return, just the gratitude, that's when it became, more easy to write that list.
Can you please tell everyone how long you've been with us, Chrissy?
I think, oh gosh, 2 weeks maybe.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Under the leadership of John Lee. John Lee,
Yeah.
can you please unmute yourself and tell everyone how long you've been here?
I would say probably 3 weeks now.
Okay. So we know how to taproot immediately right away. In order for you, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I'm asking my team to talk, I want to prove to everybody here, in order for you to keep your team, you must taproot. You must get your direct partner immediately another recruit. And whoever they recruit underneath them, you must get that person immediately to take action, write that 25 names list, and figure out who you can recruit after that person. And if you could go deep, let's say, for instance, your team goes deep to 10, 15, right? Because you've done your job. The reason why I'm saying that it's your job, because these new people that are coming in, they don't know what to do, you guys. They're looking for your guidance, right? Okay. If the person on the bottom, let's say the 10th person on the bottom, becomes a rock star and starts to produce, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is not going to quit anymore, because the one on the ninth level became a rock star and starts to produce, and everybody will see numbers. And all of a sudden, hey, all I got to do is just get my license. Let me get to MD so I can start earning this passive generational override, so I can start earning that income. Because when you go deep, what happens to your leg? What happens to that organization? It becomes what?
Wide.
Not wide, sustainable forever. Okay? That person underneath that one leg is what? Your insurance policy from everybody quitting from above. Does that make sense, everybody? Okay? So with that being said, we are going to teach you how to do that immediately right away. Okay? So if there's something brand new that you haven't heard from before that I'm going to train on today, just give me some love and say bingo. Okay? It's like an aha moment, light bulb moment. Just say bingo. So that way it tells me
Bingo.
that, okay, because it tells me that you guys are learning from me, and that gives me more energy to give you more of what I have. Okay? So with that said, let's go ahead and begin. But before I begin, do you want to say anything else, David? Do you have anything else to share to the team?
No, I'm pumped, man. I just want to learn.
All right, all right. Okay. So does anyone else have any questions for me before we begin? All right, no questions. Ladies and gentlemen, my goal today is just education and understanding, to educate you as much as I possibly can so you completely understand what we do. And at the end of our presentation, what you do with this information is completely and totally up to you. Hopefully you take action with it, right? My second goal is this, to give you as much value as I possibly can, because the most successful people in the world are the ones who have figured out how to add more value to people's lives than anyone else could possibly do by solving a certain problem. And today, what we're going to do is solve that problem of recruiting. I don't want you to go another month without a recruit, okay? I want you to have at least 2 to 3 to 5 consistently every single month. So that way, one will stay. You can go deep on that person, right? And forever continue to do that. And next thing you know, you have 20 active legs that are going deep because you're producing leaders out there. What I'm going to be talking about today is producing recruiting in a massive way so you can actually sort for leaders, right? And the reason why I joined Vantage Financial Alliance, not because of the compensation plan, but because of the leadership. When I saw this format right here, I said to myself, finally, I found a company that speaks the same language as I do. I read a lot of Hubert Humphrey's books, and this aligns to me very well because I love that person and I studied him very well, right? And I wasn't getting that from my other company. So me and my team, we decided to actually move over here because the leadership here is that much better from where we came from. And the compensation plan was just icing on the cake because it doesn't matter what we're selling. We could be selling pencils for all I care. But if the leadership is not good, the leadership is not on top of everything, we're not really gonna get anywhere, right? So as long as we have good leadership, can we succeed? Yes, we can. All right. So what we're gonna be talking about today is step number 1 and step number 2 before we get to the presentation, right? So those are the 2 things that I'm gonna be focusing on for today. All right. So guide on how to recruit. Build a system and a culture whereby recruiting never stops. Team M&M, we succeed by serving others. In order for you to create that culture, it starts with your belief. Can we all agree to that? Of course, right? Know what your why is and know what your goals are behind your why. This is very important, you guys. You cannot start anything. That's the reason why I love our Vantage format system, because I've been preaching this over and over in my previous company. And in order for you to start anything, do you know what your why is before you even begin? Have you prepared yourself with the things that's necessary to mindset yourself to actually go all out in this business, right? Because if you don't know what your why is, it's almost impossible to succeed. In order for you to succeed out in the field, you must have a reason why for what you do because of all the things that are going to happen to you. Your why is going to keep you moving forward, right? Okay, cool. You must first see yourself as leaders of thousands. Julio, I love you so much because I see you with your video on all the time, right? Do you see yourselves as leaders of thousands? If you don't see yourself leaders of thousands, you go back to your room, shut the lights off, and figure out how you can be that leader, right? Because if you don't believe, it's impossible for you to succeed here, right? Because in the beginning, I didn't see myself as a believer of me leading 1,000 people, right? But when I began to believe in myself, that's the only time that my recruiting numbers actually increased. Once you start believing in yourself, then you create your top 25 names list that consistently grows every single day. 1 to 2, 1 to 2, 1 to 2 to 5, right? I'm not just asking you to create 25 names list forever. I'm asking you to grow your list forever. Just like what Dan Ebert said, right? How many times do we give up on following up with people? You never give up following up on people. No means not now. So you just follow up with them forever. 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 6 months, 1 year. You just make sure that they know that you're doing this business and you're not quitting. One of these days, they're going to be like, either they buy from you or they join your business because they see you so rich, right? So you continue following up with everybody. All right. So now prospecting guide. Very, very important. Please take pictures, take notes, whatever it takes for you to get this information. Once you've decided to already begin to recruit, you have to disassociate yourself from the results to avoid emotional drama. Isn't that what we just did the other day, Chrissy? You're muted,
Oh,
Chrissy.
sorry, I did put it on mute. Sorry. Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, and you gave me a lot of. You're awesome. You like took the time to give me a call, write down some things, make a list of how it's gonna go and why these things happen. So, yeah, it really is giving me that calmer peace to be able to go talk to people.
Absolutely. And you haven't seen this presentation yet. Okay. I know that because I haven't trained it to you yet. I'm just so happy that you're here because exactly the same thing that you and I talked about, it's in this presentation.
Oh,
Okay?
perfect.
All right, cool. Texting is easier than calling a prospect to set up an appointment. Why is texting easier in my opinion, right? Have you ever met somebody where they're so nervous about picking up the phone, it feels like it's 500 pounds because they're so nervous? So if I gave you a script, all you got to do is just copy and paste. Is it a lot easier? Absolutely, right? Because it gives you time to actually think about what you're going to answer to that person instead of talking to that person and thinking on your feet while you're talking to them, right? Makes it a lot easier. If you're the type of person that loves to talk to people, I don't want to take that away from you. If you're going to call your prospects, stay on the phone for only 45 seconds max. Well, Mike, how do I do that? Here's the script. Uncle Johnny, I just got involved in the project I'm really super excited about, and failure is not an option for me. Since I value your opinion, can you just please help me practice my presentation? Please downplay yourself, play up to their ego, right? And compliment them. So that way it's almost impossible for them to actually say no to you. And don't worry about me repeating that because I'm going to flash that, how do I say this? The script later on. Create curiosity, nothing else. The less you say, the more appointments you will set. Don't tell anyone anything about Vantage Financial Alliance unless you can show them everything about Vantage Financial Alliance. If you say insurance while you're piquing someone's interest, 90% of the time you will lose, which means you won't get an appointment. How many of you have made that mistake? Please say something or type 1 on the chat box to let me know that you've made this mistake before.
Bingo.
100%.
Bingo.
Yep.
Bingo.
100%. Okay, cool. Remember, you are training people as you are inviting them because the goal is what? Is to duplicate. The next person that you're going to recruit, remember, the way you recruited them is the way they're going to recruit their next person because that's the way you recruited them. So if you're not simple and duplicatable, that's what they're going to do, is not duplicate. Perform everything you do so simple, it's duplicatable. Mystery creates curiosity. Become mysterious. When the element of surprise is exercised and curiosity has been created, human beings have no other choice but to find out what's being held as a secret. I have something in my hand. Would you like to know what it is? I have something in my hand. Would you like to know what it is? And you're not showing them, right? Well, what is it? Well, can you come to my presentation? I won't go there until you tell me. Well, I'm going to kill you with curiosity forever because I'm not showing you. Because if I show you, I lose. And I'm not losing. Does that make sense, everybody? All right. The only objective is to set the appointment for a presentation, nothing else. Please, please, please put that into memory. Bring your upline leader or appointed mentor for a 2-on-1 presentation to help you present to your prospect. Make sure the appointment you set is a confirmed appointment, so that way you're not wasting time. Call your prospect 1 to 2 hours before the appointment to confirm the appointment. That way you're not wasting your valuable time if the prospect decides not to show up. This is probably the most important sentence here. You have to be able to envision yourself performing the best presentation you can possibly give before the presentation. Close your eyes and tell yourself, I'm the best, 1,000 times. Force yourself to believe that until you become that person, because what I want you to do is speak things to existence. Let me say that one more time. What I want you to do is speak things to existence. And if you don't feel that you're the best, why would somebody believe in you and join you? They won't. Envision yourself performing the best presentation you could possibly give. All right. Anthony's, Miss Martin, people want to be in your business. They just don't know it yet. Well, Mike, if people want to be joining my business, they just don't know it yet. How come they're not lining up outside my door, ready to sign up? Here's the answer. If people got involved in your business with Vantage Financial Alliance, will their lives be better, Miss Anthony's? Absolutely. The answer to this question proves people want to be in your business. They just don't know it yet. No shame, no guilt. Be proud. Talk to as many people as you possibly can, but not without skills, you guys. I'm going to share with you all the secrets and the scripts that works for us. If you talk to as many people as you possibly can without skills, you will end up vomiting your information to your prospects. Can we all agree to that? Yeah. That's the reason why whenever you're writing the 25 names list, we ask the people or the new people not to talk to their 25 names list yet until we can actually train you on how to do this, right? Okay, cool. That's what we train them. Our goal when you're prospecting is to create curiosity, to set more appointments for the opportunity just to share what we do. You're not here to close nobody. You're not here to recruit anybody. You're playing the sharing game. Remember that, please. Commit that to memory. You're sharing this. Allow the presentation to close the deal, right? Not you. Because if you close them, you're a sleazy salesperson. But if you allow the presentation to close them, then they're making the decision, not you trying to convince them. If that makes sense. We will give you scripts on how to create curiosity. During the presentation, your goal is education and understanding. Please commit that to memory one more time, okay? To educate our prospect as much as we possibly can so they completely understand what we do. And at the end of the presentation, what our prospect does with this information is completely and totally up to them. Allow the presentation to close them, please. Okay, not you. Because when you close them, all of a sudden, they don't feel good, right? For whatever reason. So, who can I talk to here? LaToya Smith, do people like to be recruited?
Nope.
But did they join a business? Yes. Miss LaToya Smith, do people like to be sold?
Nope.
But do they buy?
Yep.
We will not teach you the recruiting technique or the selling technique. Well, Mike, if you're not gonna share that to me or teach me how to do that, what will you teach me? The sharing technique. That's what we're gonna teach you guys. Okay. So how do you do the sharing technique? Here's the technique. Our goal is education and understanding, to educate you as much as I possibly can, so you completely understand what we do. That's the script, you guys. That's what you tell them. What you do with this information, Mr. Customer, is completely up to you. We will not prospect you. We will not recruit you. We will not sell you anything. Our goal is just education and understanding. If you want to join our team or buy anything, not because we convince you, but because you wanted to buy from us, We allowed the presentation to sell them, not you. All right? Okay, so our goal is just education and understanding. Any questions on this page? All right, give me some love. Do you guys like this technique?
I love it.
Yeah.
Let's go. I love
Let's
it.
go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, cool.
Bingo.
Yes,
Bingo.
amazing. Love it.
All right. Bree, Lucas, Bruce, Mr. David Henning. I see a diamond over here. Marry the system. Divorce the result. Trust the process. And eventually results will come. Who believes in this, you guys? All right. Take a picture of this. Instead of calling somebody, teach people how to text. Okay, we call this the texting game. How to get an appointment from your love market, right? What is a love market? People you love and loves you back. Easiest people to actually sell a policy to because they support you. Hi, Uncle Johnny. What's up, Mike? The next question you're gonna ask is this: are you doing anything tomorrow? So, Mike, why are we asking this question? Mike H. Why are we asking this question? Can you give me some ideas why?
To see if they're free, see if they're available. Do they have time?
Here's the reason why great answer. Here's the reason why we're asking this question. Because the most common objection that you're going to get while you're setting appointments for a presentation is, I don't have time. Because they don't want to be sold. Can we agree? Can we both agree to that? Okay. So now by asking this question first, we just eliminated the fact that they're not busy, or if they're busy, when you ask this question, because this is a peaking question. You haven't told them yet that you wanted to sell them policies, right? You just asked them a question about, are you busy tomorrow at 7 p.m., right? Okay, cool. So what is Uncle Johnny going to say? Well, I'm not busy tomorrow, because he might think that you want to come over, watch the game, or have dinner with him, right? As soon as he says he's not busy, I'm not doing anything tomorrow, this is your opening now to invite for a presentation. Mr. Uncle Johnny, I just got involved in a project I'm really super excited about, and failure is not an option for me. Since I value your opinion, can you please support me by helping me practice my presentation? I'm telling you, this one little sentence right here is probably the biggest reason why we have a big team. When you started doing this, Chrissy, did you get some appointments?
Yeah, and I just booked one right now, so yeah.
Lucas, let's talk about Daniel in your team. Daniel was having issues about, Daniel is brand new in our team, by the way. Lucas, can you please tell everybody how new you are to our team?
I signed up with Vantage Financial Alliance May 18, May 17, around that.
Did you buy a policy?
Yes, I did.
All of the people that's under you, did they all 100% buy a policy?
They better.
They did, right?
I mean, I'll kick them out if they don't buy.
Tell everyone what happened to Daniel.
I think
how he was having issues about the 25 names list, and all of a sudden he got 9 appointments.
Yes. What happened was he was really overthinking and pretouch like the practice script. But the moment he got rid of that overthinking game and just really follow the system, use the practice script, and just within a couple hours, he was able to book 9 appointments.
In how many hours?
Like 1 or 2 hours.
1 or 2 hours. Okay. So his main objection was, Mike, since you're the one that's going to be presenting, not me, I feel like I'm lying to them. I'm going to show you what we're going to do, how to transfer that presentation to the expert, not them. Okay. Because that is a real objection that they're thinking in their mind, because they feel afraid that if they do that, they're lying to people, right? But not really. I'm going to show you. Okay. So now once you get okay, so why does this work, you guys? Thank you, Lucas, by the way. Why does this work, you guys? Okay. I just got involved in the project I'm really super excited about. If you're excited about something and your loved ones know that you're excited about something, right? Are they more than likely want to help you to succeed in that something that you're excited about? As long as you're not asking for money, right? And then what you have to do is downplay yourself and play up to their ego by complimenting them. This right here, you guys, since I value your opinion, if you don't say that, you don't have an appointment. You got to be able to learn how to be downplay yourself to play up to their ego. It's called humility, right? because you're not asking for money. You're not asking to sell them anything. You're just asking for their time because you value their opinion. Uncle Johnny cannot say no. Can we all agree to that?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Are you guys learning? You guys like this?
I love it.
Yes,
I love
love
it.
Bingo,
it.
man. That's
This is
money.
awesome.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So Uncle Johnny cannot say no, right? Sure, I'll help you. Don't say anymore. Okay, just set the appointment. Thank you, Uncle Johnny. See you tomorrow at 7 p.m. and I'll send you my Zoom link. Can I tell you sometimes that, David, of what happens to us? We have a point and read presentation that I'm going to share with you guys as well. The agent, the brand new agent, just goes over there, right? It's not illegal to talk about life insurance. What is illegal in the life insurance industry is doing quotes, right? Showing the back office and then things like that. That's illegal. But can you talk about life insurance to anybody? Yes. So we have a point and read system. Sometimes here's what happens to us, David. Mike, I showed the presentation and he's ready to buy a policy. Can you please show the quotes? And here I am on Zoom with that person because he brought his computer with him, and I'm just zooming with those person and I'm doing the quotes for that person. Who wants that to happen to them? Because Bree, what you're gonna do is this, right? You're gonna go to Uncle Johnny's house. You're the one that's gonna do the presentation, or you put me in front of that person in front of the Zoom. I'll do the presentation for you and things like that. Or we can do it both on Zoom. Doesn't matter. But sometimes when a person have enough courage to go by themselves there, guess what? They call us, hey, Mike, this person is ready to go. That can also happen too, okay? So what is the strategy, you guys? You send a text message, okay? Get some psychological courage and mental toughness to actually go ahead and write your 25 names list and then start texting people, right? Okay, cool. Then you set appointments. You go to that appointment and you point and read. Educate that person, don't sell them. Allow the presentation to close the deal. Follow up and follow through. This is the strategy, you guys. Okay? Take pictures of this, please. So now what presentation do we do? This is the presentation that created 2,300 people in our organization. You don't have to do this. I'm going to send you the presentation, David. You guys can practice it whatever you want, but this is what we do. Okay? All right. Cool.
Bingo.
Whatever presentation that you guys do, that's on you, but this is what we do, okay? All right. So now, 6 things that will happen when you point and read. This presentation is so simple. All you got to do is just point and read it, right? Point and read it. So number 1, what will happen to your presentation when you do point and read, right? First and foremost, you're not there to close anybody, okay? You're trading your expectation for appreciation, so that way that person doesn't feel like they're being forced to actually do this, right? So what will happen, number 1, you eliminate your fear of selling because you're just practicing. You took away the expectation of creating a result, right? Second thing that will happen, your prospect won't fear that you are selling them because you are just practicing and you are asking for their opinion only, which means you have taken the pressure off from buying from you, okay? Because what you're doing here is giving the person, the new person, the courage to go over there to do the presentation so that way they duplicate the system. Does that make sense, everybody? Okay? Yeah. Duplication is what we're actually here for, right? Because I don't like selling these policies. I just want to earn passive income for the rest of my life. So in my opinion, this is the best way for me to actually encourage people to just go ahead and do it, because nothing's really going to happen to you as long as you take away the expectation of getting anything done. Your job is to just learn, right? Number 3, each and every time you practice your presentation, even if your prospect doesn't buy from you, will you become a better presenter? 1,000%, you guys. Okay? There are 3 activities that will make you successful in sales. Number 1, prospecting, presenting, and closing. You cannot get any more basic than that, right? So why is presentation better than prospecting? Because if you don't know what to say at the moment of impact, know how to do your job in any sales situation, recruiting situation, would you be reluctant on prospecting people? Of course, because you don't know how to do your job, right? Which is why if you have a strong presentation game, makes your prospecting game even stronger because you know what to do with those prospects. So, Mike, why is prospecting presentation better than closing? If you can't present, you can't close, can't make any money. And how can you even lead a big team if you can't present? Well, Miss Martin, Anthony's, I got a prospect. Hold on a second. Let me call David Henning to present for you. Who's the leader, you or David Henning? Not you, it's David Henning, right? So if you know how to present, you're the leader, right? So we teach a simple system on how to present this. Okay? All right. This is where you make the money now. Number 4, your prospect knows someone who can benefit from your living benefits and they refer you to that person. Can that happen to you? Has there ever happened to you? All right, cool. Number 5, your prospect loves our living benefits and they buy from you. Can this happen, you guys? And last but not least, let's hit the grand slam, right? Your prospect loves our opportunity and they join our business. Here's my question to everybody. Are you willing to work as hard as you possibly can on your presentation skills forever so you can have anything you want for the rest of your life?
Yes.
That's all I'm asking for.
Bingo.
Thank you. All right. Now, finally, you guys are at the appointment now, right? You got to set some expectations before the appointment. So that way you take the pressure off, right? So the goal is to get the prospect to listen to our vantage opportunity from the expert who has the most credibility. So if 2 people are going to the appointment, who has the most credibility? That's the person who should be presenting, not the one with less credibility, right? So now the mentee who has the least credibility but has the trust to the person that they set an appointment with, here's what they're going to say. How to pass the presentation to the mentor. Hi, Uncle Johnny. Thank you so much for helping us practice our presentation with you. My mentor will do the presentation, and my job is to help is to listen by practicing. And my job is to practice by listening. My mentor's name is Mike Santana. He knows 1000% of the information, and he loves helping people. That's all you got to say. Stop talking from that point on, right? Now it's the mentor's turn. Here's the script. How to set the expectation before the presentation, right? Hi, Uncle Johnny. Thank you again for allowing us to present to you. Can we both agree? The more Bree hears and practice our presentation from an expert like me, the faster she learns our presentation so she can also become an expert like us. Yes. Number 2, Uncle Johnny, my goal today is just education and understanding, to educate you as much as I possibly can so you completely understand what we do. And at the end of our presentation, what you do with this information is completely and totally up to you. Sound good? Yes. Now you're ready to present. What have you done? You took away the pressure, and you're going to allow your presentation to close the deal. Whether they do anything or not, it's none of your business, but it's your job to give the best presentation that you could possibly give. Okay, I'm going to add something here that's not on here. When you're closing a deal, I want you to ask 3 questions. Please write this down. At the end of my presentation, here's what you ask. Do you have any question? That's number 1. Mr. Customer, this is the end of my presentation. Do you have any questions? If they have any questions, answer until they don't have any more questions, right? Second question. You don't have any more questions, Mr. Customer? No, I don't, Mike. Since you don't have any more questions, I have 2 questions for you. Number 1, based on everything that I just shared with you, can you please tell me what did you like best? Not what did you like, what did you like best? Help them become positive from that question, right? So they're going to tell you. And then your answer back to them once they're done talking is me too. Don't interrupt, by the way. Allow them to talk. Put a big smile on your face and just keep nodding your head. Agree with whatever they say. And as soon as they've done talking, here's what you say, me too. And why are you saying me too? Because you're aligning to that person. And when you align to that person, they like you even more, right? All right, cool. The last question you're going to ask is this. Whether it's a recruit or a policy sale, this is what you say. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, Mr. Customer, how do you see yourself buying this policy from us? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, Mr. Customer, how do you see yourself doing this business with all of us? Stop talking. Allow them to talk. If they say 8, congratulations, assume the sale. Normally, when somebody says 8, it's already a yes. What else can I do to make it a 10? Now, there will come a time when your prospect or when your new business partner does not want to call those leads, but you have the 25 names list with phone numbers on it because you asked for it, right? Is Chong here? Chong, are you here somewhere?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Chong, when I harped on you about getting the names list in the past 2 weeks, how many names list do you have now in your hands?
It just grew to another 50, so 350.
Thank you so much, sir. Okay. And so now, does your people want to call those lists or are they nervous or anything like that?
The phone got really heavy.
The phones are really heavy. Okay, well, let's not get into the reasons why it's heavy, right?
Right.
But as a leader, what are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to do that job for them. I'm going to call every single one of them on that list for them.
Okay. So can you please role play with me? And this is what you're going to do, right?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Chong. Go ahead. You're the agent. I'm the one you're prospecting.
All right, perfect. So yes. So hello, this is Chong. So hello, is this Mike?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, my name is Chong, and I'm calling on behalf of Felix. Did he by any chance tell you I was going to give you a call, or is this out of the blue?
No, this is out of the blue.
Well, let me take a step back for a second here to introduce myself and who I am and why I'm calling. This way, you're not worrying who this crazy person is. Okay, is that okay?
Yes, that's okay. Thank you.
Perfect. My name is Chong, and Felix and I have partnered together in a well-established company called Vantage Financial Alliance. And I'm calling you because Felix is brand new inside our firm. And part of his qualification to get his promotion to the next level is practice his presentation to people who he trusts the most. And this is why Felix asked me to give you a call because he highly values your opinion. If we invite you to a 30-minute webinar, can we count on you to help Felix practice his presentation?
Yeah, absolutely. I love that guy.
Perfect.
Can I get some bingos out there, please?
Bingo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bingo.
Okay.
Bingo.
Miss Martin, how many 25 names list do you have from new recruits?
So far, 3.
Okay, can I challenge you to get 100, please?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Mr. Daniel C., how many 25 names list do you have? If you don't have it, it's okay. Right? Tomorrow's a new day. Can I please challenge you to get 25 to 50?
Yes, sir.
Miss Latoya Smith, if you don't have any, can I challenge you tomorrow to get 25 to 50?
Yes.
But can you use this script and get some appointments from your team and taproot on them?
In the 90s,
Yes. Bingo.
Okay, so if the person that you set up an appointment for joins the business and you put that person underneath that person and that person becomes a rock star, that's what you call an insurance policy from the upline quitting. Can we all agree to that? Taproot to duplicate, how to never run out of people to recruit and sell. I'm telling you guys, if you just follow this, you will never run out of people to sell. And you don't even have to buy leads. Because in my opinion, buying leads is like being involved with a dirty rag. They're all used and abused. Okay? All right. So you're the mentor at senior associate, right? You're the licensed agent. Your job as a leader, you must run the system, and the system eventually builds our business. So what do you got to do? Recruit a direct partner. And your job is to promote that person to 70%. Sell the dream to that person to become 70%. Okay? Because when they become 70%, there's so much knowledge that they're going to learn, and they're also going to learn about the business too, that they're going to earn money automatically, right? Especially if they follow the system. So now, as soon as you recruit that direct partner number 1, since he doesn't have a policy and he's not licensed yet, is he going to buy a policy from you? Can I get a yes, please?
Yeah.
yes.
The second thing that you have to do with this person is get the 25 names list from that person. All right, that's the system now. Okay, Vantage format system, right? Step 1 and 2. All right, cool. Normally, in the United States, they will buy a 250 monthly policy from you. At 70%, How would you like to earn $2,000 per sale from one recruit? Is this better than buying a lead? Can I get some yeses out there, you guys?
Definitely.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Bingo.
Yes.
Bingo.
Now, here's the thing.
Exactly.
I'm not knocking anybody that buys leads, okay? I'm not here to do that. I'm just here to share with you how effective this system is. All right? Cool. So now, out of that 25 names list, ladies and gentlemen, can we get 3 partners? My skills, your contacts. Can we get 3 partners?
Yes. Yes.
David Henning, your skills, their contacts. What do you think you could do?
100.
I'd be shooting 100%.
100%. Your skills, their contacts, you can rule the world, right? As long as they're coachable. And we're going to follow the same system. We're going to promote them to SA, 70%. Sell them the dream, right? And we're going to sell everybody a policy. So you're the 70% who's licensed, all right? Nobody's licensed. All you did was your job, the system. Would you like to earn $8,400 from 4 people in less than 1 month?
Ooh, yes.
Lucas, in less than 2 weeks, how many total people buy policy from you?
Including my downlines?
Including your downlines. You, Daniel, who else? 4,
3.
right?
Yeah. Me, Daniel, and then 2 more.
There you go. And how many weeks is it? 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
2 weeks, you guys. Okay. Lucas is brand new, by the way, you guys, and we have more appointments coming up for them. Okay. This fireball over here is keeping us busy. So thank you, Lucas. All right. So now check this out. What is the system? To go start calling those 25 names list, right? Text them, call them, whatever it takes, right? We got the system now. Can we get 3 partners from those 25 names list?
Yes.
We're going to follow the same system. Okay. Now we're at 75 names list. That's 225, by the way. Okay. It becomes unlimited now. And look at this, you guys. 13 partners, multiply that by $250. That's $3,250 monthly payments that you just collected. And how would you like to earn that income from a person that you just recruited and all you did was just taproot to duplicate?
Wow.
This is what I call, ladies and gentlemen, our 6 steps to success in action. Vantage format system. Now, there's a condition to this, you guys. Okay, the condition to this is this. 3 skills necessary to become an efficient mentor, because you're mentoring everybody, right? Don't just take policies from somebody and not train them how to do this. Because the trade-off, the reason why they're giving you policies is because you're going to train them how to do the business, right? Okay, don't be that person, because next thing you know, you'll have that reputation that you don't train nobody. All you want to do is just sell somebody a policy and call it a day. Don't be that person, okay? Be the mentor, right? 3 skills necessary to become an efficient mentor. What are they? Sales skills, recruiting skills, and leadership skills. Not only are you doing all of this, but you're also teaching people at the same time how to sell and recruit at the same time. And you're using your leadership skills to make sure that everybody gets developed and you're building a big team. Can we all agree to that, you guys?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
because I'm a good recruiter, right? I can recruit by the bunches. Do you want my mentors to be mentored by you? I mean, my mentees to be mentored by you, of course. But if you're the person that's not going to do things ethically, I'm not going to give it to you, of course, right? And you have to have the same, what do you call this, standards by all means, right? And don't stay away from that, because when you keep your standards high, you keep the winners, but you keep the standards low, you lose the losers, but you keep the winners, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. All right. So I'm almost done with my presentation. Let's take some questions, but here's another good one too. Watch this, you guys. Mr. Customer, do you like paying income taxes every single year? No. If I can legally show you how to save $10,000 or more on your income taxes every single year, would you like to learn how from an expert? Of course. When can you be available for a quick Zoom? Okay. Anytime. Thank you for your time. I'll text you my Zoom link. Get the appointment. 401k plan, script appointment. I'm telling you guys, if you guys can get this, some of the biggest paychecks you will ever earn will come from this script.
Mike,
Hi,
can
Johnny.
you go back one more time so I can take a picture of that? That was awesome.
I'm gonna send this presentation to Mr. David Henning. You guys can have fun with it. Okay. Andy, I'll answer a question after this, okay? You raise your hands. All right, cool. Hi, Johnny. Quick question. Do you contribute on a 401k plan at work? Just a simple question, right? Yes. I was just curious, Johnny. Since the market is crashing and it will continue to crash forever, have you lost money on your 401k plan? Yes. Johnny, with all due respect, I'm not trying to scare you or anything like that, right? How much more of that money do you want to continue losing? Ooh, that's a painful question. Mike, I don't want to lose any more of my money. Reason why I'm asking you, here's why. I just came across some new information I'm really excited about, which allows us to never lose money on our retirement plan, where you and I can get to participate on the upside of the stock market without losing any of our money when the market crash. Would you like to learn more about this concept so you never risk losing any more of your retirement money, Johnny? When can you be available for at least 37 minutes of your time so an expert can show you how this works?
Bingo.
Set the appointment. Okay? Edification script, very, very important. When you're the mentee, you got to be able to learn how to edify your mentor, because edification is one of the best tools you can possibly use to grow your business. Edification is not meant to build the ego of the person being edified. It's meant to build your paycheck, you guys. Okay? Watch this. When we edify our leader to a single prospect or to a large group of audience, we must understand the importance and psychology of edification to build our business, because edification is one of the most important tools in building our business. Edification is not meant to build the ego of the person being edified. Edification is designed to build your paycheck. Number one, would you like to introduce, Mr. Customer, I would like to introduce to you a very successful person. He knows 1000% of the information. He loves to help people. He's making a lot of money in our business. And most important, we are all having fun working with him. So without further ado, let me introduce to you my good friend and my mentor, Mr. David Henning. So with that being said, you guys, this is the end of my presentation. I hope you got a lot out of this presentation. David, I'm going to turn it back to you. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yes,
Come on,
thank you.
guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was
Wonderful.
awesome. Thank you,
Awesome.
Mike.
That's amazing.
So, all right. Thanks, Mike. That was awesome. Those were some like golden nuggets, some good stuff to take away and implement immediately, right? So let's do some popcorn real quick. I want to know what some of the biggest nuggets you took away. So who wants to go first? Who wants to share something they learned? I see some clapping.
I'll
Look,
start, man.
Andy.
I'll
What you
start
got,
it.
Andy?
Hey, brother David, how you doing, man?
Good.
That was a huge nugget. Matter of fact, the first script that he just had, I used that verbatim to a gentleman that owns multiple Indian restaurants here in the Seattle area, and my cousin back in my hometown of Atlanta. He's in Fayetteville. He owns a janitorial cleaning service, and both of them right now we're setting appointments next week so they can hear how to save money in taxes. Both of them told me that the IRS is crushing them, and when I showed them how to reduce their taxes down to zero, they were all in. I was stunned. The script did the work for me.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice. Good information. Who else? Who else has got a key takeaway from all this stuff? Cindy.
Hey, that was amazing. So I got some text messages coming through how awesome this is. Is this being recorded? I need to hear this again. So I missed the first part because I was doing the presentation. So I'm definitely going to watch it again. But I think that the part I heard at the end was taking control of the situation. As the trainer, you know, the people are new coming in. So taking control, making those phone calls for them, that is where it's at. You can't just leave it up to the new person. So I'm going to make sure I'm getting better at that too, so we can grow this business. I appreciate that. I can't wait to go back and listen to the rest of it. Thank you.
Cool. One more nugget, and then I'm going to see if anybody has some questions.
I would definitely say, oh, okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, Anthony. Go.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, guys. I got so many notes. Thanks again, Mike. But the text game was a very aha moment for me. So bango on that, and allow the presentation to close the prospect, not you. It stuck right in there with me. I said, the last thing was the 6 things that will happen when you point and read. Working on your presentation. That really stuck with me as well. So thank you, Mike. Those are things I'll be working on along with that list to get it up to 100.
Nice.
I love it.
Alina.
Yes, thank you so much, David and Cindy, for having Mike on. I really enjoyed the presentation, Mike. Thank you. I got a lot of big nuggets. It's funny because I was just talking to Brandy today about just getting back in my recruiting bag. And being that we just came over from another company, a practice company, one of the things that you said that really was a game changer for the Help Me script is that, the failure is not an option. And to put that pressure, you're really putting that pressure on the person on the other line where they have to help you, like cornering them in, right? To have to help you. But I love how you said the humility piece has to be there because I've ran thousands of three-way calls and Zoom calls, but what I've noticed is that most of us, we really mess up on that little part of the help me script. Like if you can't get anyone to help you, something is wrong with your script. And so I think that was just a game changer, your approach, with the humility and failure not being an option. And then I also love the recruiter's mindset because the recruiter does have to have a certain mindset in this game to win. And so you kind of really set the bar high on, the sharing technique and just getting their minds ready for the role play you did with Latoya. Do people like to be recruited? No. It's like you're training our brain that like, guys, these are things that people don't like, but you're giving us also the keys to change that. So that was amazing. Thank you.
Love it. Thank you.
Cool. Great takeaways, guys. Who has a question for Mike? Any questions?
If they don't, I have a question.
To Mike.
I knew Julio was coming.
Man, I really love the simplicity and how he spoke about, tap rooting, right? Tap rooting and how he kept it simple, right? How he tap roots his staff, right? Or his associates coming in and he goes 4 or 5 deep and he doesn't mind taking that 10, 15 deep, right? So over the years, you obviously build and you've recruited, 2,300 in the previous. What were some of those challenges that I would have to say managing that type of group? I know that, you scale, right? It's basically, you're probably going to tell me you're going to scale and you're going to get your next leaders to scale that. But what were some of those challenges growing that big and that fast?
Okay, so we were there for 6 years, and that's how many people that we've recruited in the span of that many years, right? That's basically the reason why I'm here is because I did not scale. There was a lot of times that I was losing people, not because of my fault. Okay, well, part of it is my fault. I'm not gonna put the blame on anybody else, but we can't do this business alone, right? So the people are helping me. We're not aligned to them, by the way, right? And my team knew that. And so for 2 years of my life, I was looking for another IMO. And when I saw Jeff Levitan, I said, that's my leader. And I went back to my team. I said, hey, listen, we found our leaders. I really don't want to say anything negative about the previous leadership that I had. It's just that we're not aligned. And so I felt as if I wasn't really growing in that leadership and whatever it is that they were doing, it was always going against whatever we wanted to do. And we wanted to change that. That's why we're here.
I just have a follow-up question on top of that. I mean, do you focus on cash flow or mainly recruiting numbers?
Can you answer that question, Mark, please?
I go for the numbers, Julio, because unfortunately, I don't know if you guys encounter. By the way, I'm Mart, Mike's wife. Hi, Cindy, David. Thank you for having us here. We're excited. I go for the numbers because unfortunately, there's people that you will recruit. They talk big games. But at the end, they're not doing nothing. So
In
that's
short,
why.
we're not excited anymore when somebody comes in.
Yeah, we're not excited. Oh, you make that money. Okay, let me see it, right? Of course, you're gonna inspire them, but you don't get excited and bank on one person that will do everything for your business. So, and to answer your question too, Julio, is and not enough time and not enough leaders. As fast as you're recruiting, you also want to develop leaders. So you have people, layers of leaders to help you develop them. Because the name of the game is really duplication. You don't have to be the greatest and latest in your team. You got to be duplicatable. You gotta be duplicatable. I cannot stress that enough because we experience it too. You're probably the best of the best. That's why everything we do have to be, as you notice, I was not in his Mike's training, but I guarantee you everything he's training to you guys, he's reading it. Right? He's reading it. So people can train it too, right? So everything you do has to be, that's why the texting game, if you guys can create a script for your team, so they just copy and paste. That's it.
So
Right?
Julio, the reason why I told Mark to answer that, it's because she's all about the production and I'm all about the recruiting. I
And
could care less about.
I was just gonna say that behind a good man is a good woman. So I think that's probably why.
And a lot of people are gonna cringe on this because I really don't care about the production as long as we got the recruits coming in. Because recruits, in my opinion, follows production. Guaranteed. I've never seen production follow recruiting. That's just what I believe in.
Great answer. No, thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice.
Thank you.
And then Yvonne's had her hand up. Yvonne, did you have a question?
Yes, I do have a question. I had been talking to Marie. My goal is, I know, I am trying to get people far as business individual, but also too, I wish we had where we offer like group insurance for people that has business. 'Cause I know a few people that has business and they wanted something like that for their company, small company.
Mark, can you answer that, please?
That's coming up, Yvonne. ORG, our new partnership with Quantum. I
Okay,
think we will
great.
have access to that soon. So that's why don't miss the convention. I'm plugging the convention, even without the ticket. You guys have to come to the convention because I think there's gonna be a lot of bombshell in that.
Yvonne
Knowing
is in
from
our
the
team, by the way.
leadership. Yeah,
Yvonne is in our team, by the way, under the leadership of Maria
Maria
Christopoulos.
Christopoulos.
Mm.
Yeah.
So when is the convention?
June 24th, 25th, and you have to be there on the 25th,
In
but it's at
Miami,
26th and 27th.
No,
No,
it's in
Florida. I mean,
Alpharetta.
Florida,
in
Alpharetta,
Florida.
Georgia.
Okay,
No, Georgia. Sorry, Yvonne, Georgia.
Georgia. Oh,
I
okay.
might send you
Alpharetta,
to a
Georgia.
different convention.
Oh, okay, that's not that bad.
I have a question, if you guys don't mind. My question is, so we just came over from a new company too. I brought about 60 people over, and that was more like more of my active agents. But I did recruit a team, my husband and I, of 2,000 plus as well. So we were the number one recruiters at PHP last year. We brought in a team of 800 last year. This year we're new to Vantage, so this is our second. Well, we're in month 3, I think. So we're in our third month here at Vantage, and I really wanted some advice about when you guys made your shift like over. What did that look like for bringing your team over? Because I have people like reaching out like, "Hey, I didn't know you moved," because it's too many people to call, right? And so, what was your method behind moving over a lot of your recruits, and what did that look like?
That's a wonderful question. That's a great question. I'm glad to say to answer that. We found out about Vantage Financial Alliance September, October, November, December, right? Because we made a decision December 26th to finally put my code in.
Okay.
Right? Let me remind you, I had 12 directs that was active in FEG. 12 directs. Okay. So when I found out about Vantage Financial Alliance, we talked to Jeff Levitan, right? I sought him out. Okay, Mr. Jeff Levitan, me and my team would like to talk to you about moving our team over to your company, right? Because I was really that direct. I was really did not want to be in FEG anymore, right?
Yeah.
So when I talked to him, he was trying to close me. With all due respect, Mr. Jeff Levitan, let me say something to you. Who am I inside Vantage Financial Alliance without my team? Please do not close me right away. Give me some time. I'll bring over my whole entire team. That's what I said to him. So he respected that, right? Okay. It took me 3 months to talk to every single person in my team, and I lost my voice. And here's why. Okay. Because if you shotgun the information to your entire team, somebody's going to push back. Can we all agree to that?
Yep.
So what I said to my people was this: hey, Sergio, listen, man, I got to talk to you. You already know what's going on with us. I finally found the company that we're going to move to. Okay. And the reason why I'm only talking to you is because I don't want to bypass your leadership. The company is this is Jeff Levitan. I started painting the picture, right?
Okay.
That's leadership, that's compensation plan. We're not going to be downgraded. We're going to be upgraded, right?
Okay.
Are you in or not? Okay. Oh, I'm in. Wherever you're going, I'm loyal to you, Mike. Okay, cool. Can I please have the permission to talk to your downlines? So second level, third level, fourth level. I did not bypass anyone's leadership because I didn't want to offend nobody.
Right.
That's the last thing you want to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now, once you get all these leaders together, it's going to take some time, and you're going to have to put in that time because it's an investment of your time for yourself and the team. So that way, you don't lose your credibility. Because when you're going to move a big team, you don't want people to cross-recruit each other to another team. That's going to be a chaos, right? Mm-hmm. So I told everybody, if we're going to move here, it's going to be plug and play. We're not, just because you like another person doesn't mean you're going to be in that. No, doesn't work that way. Because if you're going to do that, you're not going to be a part of my team. Okay? And the reason why they want to be a part of the team and they comply to whatever I was asking them to do, it's because we have a system. And that system, they're afraid of losing, by the way. Because they know for a fact that if they did this by themselves and move over here, but they don't have my system, they're not going to succeed. You can't do this alone by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I told them. And I was very firm about that. Okay? And so again, keep your standards high so you keep the winners, right?
Yeah.
When I did that, Alina, 90% of everyone in my team followed me. Only one leg said no.
Wow.
So I hope that answers your question.
That helps a whole lot. Thank you so much.
Cool. So hey, I want to take this moment to thank Mike and Mark for jumping on here, for everybody in your team that came on board. Mike, you showed me something really cool tonight. I didn't even think about doing. You went right to the team search and you clicked on the search button and it showed you how many recruits you had, right? Well, I went to the reports and I looked, and right now for the year, for the last 12-month rolling, we're at 915. All right, we're at 915. So here's what I want to do. I want to call out a challenge, and I want to finish out an even 1,000 for the month, right? So what that says is we got to bring on 85 new people this month. So are you guys in? We're going to hit 1,000 and get that nice even number, because my OCD is going to drive me nuts.
Yes.
All right.
Use the scripts.
We're going to hit 1,000 by the end of this month, right after convention. So I want everybody to go into convention fired up, getting a lot of results. And I want you to come out of convention ready to go. Have your calendars full, because I know you're going to be like full of energy and full of excitement. And you're going to take all the knowledge you just gained from convention and you're going to want to apply it. So are you guys down? 85 people for the rest of this month. We got 3 weeks to knock it out.
We got this.
All right. So, hey, Mike, Mark, thank you guys again. You're awesome. I look forward to an incredible partnership between our teams. We uplift each other, help each other, push each other, and we all rise to the occasion, right? So thank you guys again. And we really, really do appreciate you. We do have a special meeting after the meeting tonight for everybody that's on Alina and Tony's team. So, Alina, do you guys want to go to your meeting room?
Yeah, that's fine. They can head over to our meeting room. Thank you again, Mike and Mark. We appreciate you guys.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Thank
Nice
you,
to see
David
you on
and
here.
Cindy. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, David and
you.
Sandy.
Thank you.
Thank you.